well.
For a free rate comparison, call Best Quote now at 1-800-274-4048. That's 1-800-274-4048.
MrDvJimmyRave!
Rave out here with an attitude. He's got a lot to prove this week to the NWA Virginia heavyweight champ. And as par for the course, the Virginia title is not on the line. Since that would mean actually going to Virginia to defend them. We can't have that now. Rave definitely a champion. Since he won weeks ago here, defended it at every turn. And this week, Mr. D, JC North, gets an opportunity he better not squander.
Cover an elbow tie up in the center of the ring. MrDvJimmyRave takes the arm. Hammerlock there by the World Junior Heavyweight Champion. Mr. Delicious counters with an elbow to the face and a hammerlock of his own. Side headlock applied by Mr. Delicious. MrDvJimmyRave slapping him off there. Shoulder tackle, lateral press goes Mr. Delicious.
What is Mr. D thinking?
Leapfrog by Rave. Roll up by Mr. D. Drop toe hold by the original Ecstasy. And he slides over into a side headlock.
Boy, he's sticking the brass tacks here.
Well, we've seen the style MrDvJimmyRave is implied as of late, and it's been, as we've stated, more offensive-minded. He's really been focusing on his mat work, and that's certainly been to his better.
I dare say it, because he wants to keep the cartilage in his knees when he's 50.
Hip toss by Mr. Delicious. MrDvJimmyRave kicks him off. Japanese arm drag by Mr. Delicious. Arm drag takeover by MrDvJimmyRave, and he hangs on.
MrDvJimmyRave is the NWA World Junior Heavyweight Champ. Won that title at Freedom Fight 2002, which is available on Wildside Home Video. And probably one of the most exciting shows Wildside has ever produced, I've got to admit.
Waist lock, reversal standing switch there by Rave. Forearms to the back, been a lot of elementary wrestling in this match, and certainly nothing wrong with that. Baseball slide to the face by MrDvJimmyRave.
Interestingly, although his one-loss record in Virginia is actually quite extraordinary, here in Wildside, Mr. Delicious' one-loss record is pretty dismal. Pretty dismal.
Yes, indeed.
Part of his charm.
Full Nelson bomb there by Mr. Delicious. He's got him in the Nirvana strangle. And Mr. Delicious trying to make the World Junior Heavyweight Champion submit.
Good work there, Mr. D. Well, stranger things have happened, but I do not see MrDvJimmyRave seeding this early on in this match.
From the Nirvana strangle to the basic camel clutch. Still trying to get a submission out of Rave, decides better and rolls him through into a pinfall combination. Rave manages to raise a shoulder. And Mr. Delicious takes out MrDvJimmyRave.
Mr. Delicious has a lot to prove after his last Wildside outing, who I believe he got a concussion from nothing less than phenomenal AJ Styles.
Yeah, AJ Styles hated Mr. Delicious' ass. Over the shoulder, gutbuster by Mr. Delicious.
And a swift kick to the chest. taking down the NWA World Junior Heavyweight Champ. This is one of Mr. D's most successful outings I've ever recalled.
I don't think I've ever seen Mr. Delicious get as much offense in a match. Gut wrench suplex there and goes for a pinfall.
Looked like he's been spending a lot of his recuperating time studying some tapes, working out with some serious wrestling partners.
Jimmy Rave with a roll up.
Mr. Delicious and Jimmy Rave tying it up this week on NWA Wildside.
Head scissor takeover into a pinning combination by Rave. Beautiful maneuver. Chops to the chest by Jimmy Rave. Lighting up the NWA Virginia Heavyweight Champion.
His chest is glowing red. And obviously, since he's never been out in the sun.
Jimmy Rave blocked that.
Ooh.
Hard clothesline. Takes down Delish. Take that two. Got him with a head fake there and caught him on the third one. Sit out cord buster by Jimmy Rave.
Rave slowly makes it over to cover Mr. D. It's not enough of that elusive 3 count. Not sure if this Mr. Delicious is A game, but he's showing more than we have ever seen out of the NWA Virginia Heavyweight Champ.
Jimmy Rave comes. He was going for the gravity killer, but Delicious crotched him on the top rope. That's one way to counter that maneuver.
Call for a right hand. Uh-oh, the iconoclasm from Mr. D. Success. I think a pin attempt would have been a good idea.
Mr. Delicious now going to the top, and not something I remember. And that's exactly why.
Knees first into the canvas as the NWA World Junior Heavyweight Champ rolls out in the nick of time. And Mr. Delicious is on Wobbly Street.
German suplex by Jimmy Rave with a release. Two count only.
Quite a test for the original XTC Jimmy Rave here this week. Oh, one right through the goalpost.
Cheap low blow there by Mr. Delicious. The typical page out of his playbook.
Do they make books that short? Funk.
Big power bomb by Rave. And he gets the pin. Ladies and gentlemen, the winner of the match is still NWA World Junior Heavyweight Champion, the original ecstasy, Jimmy Rave.
A fighting champion of the tallest order. And a junior heavyweight champ that everyone in the National Wrestling Alliance is very proud of. The original XTC Jimmy Rave successfully defending that junior heavyweight title this week on NWA Wildside. More Wildside is coming up though right after this. Hang with us.